Alright class, so now we are going to start third chapter, that is the flower. Okay, so first we should know what is flower. A flower is the most attractive, brightly colored part of the plant. It helps in the sexual reproduction. Okay, so now we are going to study about the structure of a flower. Alright, the flower is attached with the stem or its branches with the help of a stalk called pedicel or flower stalk. Alright, so a flower is attached with the stem or its branches with the help of a stalk called pedicel, okay, called pedicel or flower stalk. Then the nodes and internodes are highly condensed to form a flat structure. That flat structure is known as thalamus or receptacle. Okay, and this sullen part means this thalamus will bear the all parts of the flower. So the first part of a flower is a sepal, all right, which is also known as calyx. Alright, so basically जो calyx होते हैं they constitute the outermost and lowermost ring of the flower. They are mostly small green leaf-like structure, and because of their color green they can also synthesize their food, okay, by the process of photosynthesis. Alright, and the primary function of calyx is to protect the inner rings of the flower. So next to calyx there are colorful petals which are also known as corolla. Alright, so petals, okay, petals they constitute the second ring of flower and collectively known as corolla. They arise inner to and above the sepals, okay, they arise inner to and above the sepals on the thalamus. Alright, on the thalamus they are usually brightly colored and showy to attract insects and other animals for the process of pollination. Alright, so next to petal or corolla there is a part androecium which is also known as male part of a flower. Alright, so inner to and above the petals are present male reproductive part, and they are known as stamens or androecium. They are known as stamens or androecium, and these stamens consist two part. First one, a long stalked structure which is known as filament, and a swollen end which is known as anther, and these anther will contain male gametes. Alright, these anther contains male gametes which are also known as pollen grains. Alright. Alright students, so next to male part of a flower there is a female reproductive part. At a center it contains a swollen part. This swollen part is known as ovary. This swollen part is known as ovary, and these ovary will contain a small ball like structure, and these ball like structure are known as ovules. These are known as ovules. And then next to this ovary a long stalk like structure. This stalk like structure is known as a style, and at the end of the style there is a swollen part is known as a stigma. Stigma are meant to receive pollen grains. Alright, so these three part comprises carpels which are also known as gynoecium. Alright class, so basically students, the structure of flower contain main four whorls or rings. They are known as calyx, which are also known as sepals, then corolla, colorful petals, okay, then androecium, male part of a flower, then gynoecium, female part of a flower. Alright, so here are some characteristics of the flower. First one is this: the thalamus can be flat, okay, it is a swollen flat part of a flower below the flower which consists all the rings. Alright, this thalamus will consist all or bear all the rings of a flower. Alright, then there is a one stalk like structure which is known as pedicel of flower. If a flower do not contain pedicel, okay, if the flower is without pedicel, then such kind of flower is known as sessile. Such kind of flower is known as sessile, S-E-S-S-I-L-E, sessile flower. Alright, the next thing is, if any of the flower having, okay, if any of the flower having all four whorls, okay, if any of the flower is having all four whorls is called complete flower, whereas those flowers in which any flower, okay, any whole or ring is absent, then such kind of flower is known as incomplete flower. So if a flower consists all the four whorls, these are calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium, then such kind of flower is known as complete flower. Whereas those flowers in which any whorl is missing are known as incomplete flower. Now next point is androecium and gynoecium. Okay, androecium and gynoecium are called essential part because they helps in the sexual reproduction by producing seed. Because they helps in the sexual reproduction by producing seeds, that is why they are known as essential part of a flower. Whereas calyx and corolla are known as non-essential part because they are not directly involved in the process of reproduction. Alright.